Guys, this is the game we've all been waiting for. I gotta play this again, guys. All right, I want to play you the reaction from the King and Johnny Carlton when Port Adelaide won that thriller at the Adelaide. So here we go, one more time.
He's kicked it.
Oh my God!
No way! No way! Home alone! He's kicked the goal!
I'm alive!
Home alone has kicked the goal and
Oh
won
my
the
God!
game!
I'm alive!
Oh my God!
I'm alive! Done it!
What is going on?
DBJ, ole, ole, ole. DBJ, ole, ole, ole. And I heard in the chat when you guys were doing the show, I could see Dan writing, Port Adelaide shit. Can't hear it now, mate. Can't hear it now, you stupid Crow supporter. Can't hear it now. Thought we're gonna lose. Mate, we're never gonna lose.
They were coming for you. Don't
Mate,
worry about that.
don't worry about that, mate. They could come all they want. I rocked up to the game. I knew, man. I visualized the win, mate. I knew we were gonna win. I was sitting there. Johnny Carlton goes, "There's no way you would have been shitting yourself, mate." I swear to God, you can ask my friends that were there. You can ask my son. I was confident all the way. I was saying that we're gonna come back. You watch. Just wait. Just wait. And everyone was like, no. People in front of me, I felt sorry for them because they left. They left. It's like, why'd you leave for? Why'd you leave? You just missed the greatest, one of the greatest finishes to a game you'll ever witness live. Now, I know there's probably other games out there that might top it, whatever, right? But as a Port supporter, being there, and I was right in front of DBJ, like, pretty much like straight line, I was there, you know? And seeing it happen in real time was one of the greatest things I've ever seen ever on a footy field live, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, like, I know people have seen premierships and all that. Yeah, fair enough. But for me personally, being there in front was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. All right? Now, look, we'll get to the game. I know the game, we didn't play that well. We'll get to that after. But, mate, the feeling I had, I was in tears, man. Because, you know, when something that you know is true is going to happen. I don't know if you've ever had that feeling where, like, you just know something's going to happen and then it happens. It's like, I knew, you know what I mean? There was no doubt. I knew they were going to win. And, yeah, it was... it was unbelievable, man. And you guys did it so well. The way you guys did it was so well. Yeah. Your reaction, perfect, guys. And thank you, Johnny Carlton, for coming on. You made it even more special, I say. Home Alone. Look, this is the reason why we call him Home Alone. He does the hair. It's more the hairstyle than anything, really. But as you can see, the hairstyle there. And then this one too.
So yeah.
Dude, I think, look, at the end of the day, you can sit there and say, yeah, we were nearly gone. We were, you know, they're Hawthorn, this and that. I don't give a shit. You cannot, any Crow supporter out there cannot take this win away from me. I don't give a shit what you say and how bad we played. That was one of the greatest wins in my time ever. I don't give a shit what you say. Say all you want, damn. Say it all you want, mate. Plastic. Mate, go back to West Lakes, you dickhead. Plastic. Get out of here, mate. Fucking plastic, mate. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be the Crows, mate. Nah, plastic. Get out of here, mate. All right. Zach Butters. All right, let's go through the game, mate. 11-14-80 to 12-7-79. What a game. 1 point. This guy here, Butters, 17 disposals, 17 contested possession, 5 clearances in the fourth quarter. Where was it, Zachy? Where was it for the rest of the game, mate? Where was it? Yeah, look. You know, that three quarters, oh, man. You know, there's a lot to say about, you know, those 3 quarters. A lot of efforts they weren't there. You can't tell me that we're not a better side than Hawthorn, like, you know, but with the efforts, they just brought effort. Hawthorn, I'll give them credit. They brought effort and they were great. They just, and their ruck, Mick in the ruck were just killing us. Vicentini had nothing, man. Vicentini just couldn't get a tap, and they were just killing us in the center. And then just some of the effort. I mean, and that's not a coaching thing, man. Like, if you don't bring effort, that's a player thing, man. I'm telling you now. It's a player driven. If you wake up in the morning and know that you're not feeling it, you're not gonna bring effort, you're gonna get done, man. You know what I mean? And that's what it nearly did happen. So, if they brought effort in every single time, what they did against Geelong in that first quarter, there was effort. But how many tackles did I see them just run through them like Leah? Like, there was one where Chol just ran through him. It's like, you got to stick those tackles, man. Like, little things like that just crept in our game, and we were just a bit like, just a bit shell-shocked, to tell you the truth. So, it is what it is, man. Like, 3-quarter time, fourth quarter comes, and the tables turn. They I don't know why. The Hawks put Blake Hardwick in the back line. I know that was it CJ? I think his name's CJ went down. And he went, that kind of stuffed up their back line. But I mean, you don't put a guy that scored 5 goals in the back line. No way. You don't change that. But that's what they did. They defended. We smelt blood. Port Adelaide smelt the blood. And man, that was a crazy finish. Crazy finish. And so happy to be there. But you know what? Before I get to you guys, I'll tell you what. This is directly at Ginnivan and Chol. I'll tell you what. You don't come to Port Adelaide, to Adelaide Oval, our home ground, and shush the crowd, mate, all right? Because every time that happens, we come back and we'll get you. And that's what happened. You shush the crowd twice. Last year, Brody Grundy did it when we were playing against Melbourne. He shushed it, and what happened? 4 points later, we won. All right? So anyone coming over to play us in Adelaide, if you're going to shush the crowd, just beware. That's what I'm saying. It's the worst thing I've ever seen, and it's the most you got done, man. You got done. And Ginnivan was giving us shit, like, afterwards as well, going lifts, like that, and like, mate. And now look at you, mate. You lost the unlosable game, mate. You lost. Suck shit. That's what happens. Anyway, I'm
the big man is on fire.
Nah, man. Look, I don't give a shit. There's no one bringing me down from this shit. I don't give a shit. Like,
No.
I understand.
No,
I get. We played shit in those 3 quarters. I get it. I'm not saying we don't.
It's all good.
I don't get. I know we played shit. Like, they just didn't rock up in those 3 quarters. Look, the tide started to turn in that third quarter. Like, you could see it slowly turning, and then fourth quarter, bang. Quick mention, Horn Francis. King said it. I think Johnny Carlton said it as well. I heard him say it on the stream. He took the game by the scruff of the hands, man. He's the one that wasn't half-assed in that first half. He's the one that was in it all the time, and that's what you want. Players that were shit, like Leah, like, in that first half. All those players that were shit. Look at Horn Francis, the way he plays, man. He plays like a warrior every single time, from the first bounce to the last. All right, and that's how everyone should look. And he's one of the youngest players there, man. That's sad. So, yeah, look, there's a lot of stuff they're going to work on this week. But I mean, that win was. But yeah, the people in front of me, huh?
Just quickly, I didn't follow Port Adelaide as much as you do. What actually happened with Ollie Wines? What about his heart? Because I wasn't home the first half. What actually happened with his heart? Like, was his heart having soreness or something? Like, what was it?
Palpitation. So he's had this problem before with his heart, and they've had to monitor it. And obviously
last year as well.
Yeah, last year too. So obviously, he had something go wrong with it during the match, and that losing a bull in those type of conditions is huge. Is a huge bonus for Hawthorn.
Is he out next week? Is
that no? I think that he's still available. but they're going to monitor him, obviously. So that's what Ken said in the presser. So hopefully he's okay, and then we'll see him this week. But, yeah. But, not having...
It affected him about 2 or 3 times last season. He had to come off the field where it happened to him again. Whether it's from, some, I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's happened before. But it's just one of those things, just out of the blue happens.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But, yeah. Nah, man, I'm happy, and yeah, just credit to Hawthorn. They just adapted to the conditions as well. It was, we played a lot of tours, especially in the forward line. They got a lot of small players, and they just, their speed was unreal, man. Their speed, they're really quick, and they're going to be a good side, man. They're going to be a good side in years to come. They got a lot of players coming back as well. Their captain is going to come back. What's his name? Sicily, and they're a good side. They're a good side, man. So whoever plays them up next, good luck. I mean, they're playing Brisbane this week, I think. So another big test for them, and then I think they got the Crows. So yeah, man, they're a fight. If you're a bit off against them, they'll get you, man. They're quick. They're quick, and they can score. So, but as I said, guys, one of the greatest moments of being a supporter in my life. And Joy, I know you're in there in the chat. You're a Hawk supporter. I do feel for you now. I did feel for the Hawk supporters walking off. Like, it's one of those things. Yeah, it's hard to swallow, man. If that was me on the other side, I would understand, man. But chin up, man. Your team is not bad, man, at all. So you've got a good future ahead of you, and better, until we meet again, man. Until we meet again. King of the North.
Yes.
Let's go.
Now,
Tell us.
I just want to, Paul has been asking multiple times, and we just want to give, like, where me and Johnny Carlton are screaming Home Alone. And hardly anybody knows what we're talking about, but so what's his name? Barry from Home Alone. Is it Barry?
Marv.
Merv.
Merv or Marv?
Merv.
Oh, it's Merv. Oh, it's Merv.
Okay.
What was Marv?
So for everybody, Merv from Home Alone looks like Horn Francis. No.
No.
DBJ. Looks like DBJ. Looks like DBJ. So all of us have been calling him Home Alone for that reason, because he looks like Merv for a few weeks now. It just happened that me and Johnny Carlton lose our minds because Home Alone kicks the goal at the end, and not a lot of people know why we're screaming out Home Alone. But that is the reason, and that's the explanation. So
no, you guys did it perfectly, man, perfectly. And the way he socketed that goal in, like, just unbelievable.
Yeah.
But
so it was my opinion. Hawthorn, I want to say it was a massive watch along. I did a watch along to this one. I've now done 2 Hawthorn games in a row now by myself, and the Hawthorn supporters pile in to the watch along. We had another one of the best watch alongs with the Hawthorn game. And the Hawthorn supporters were there right from the beginning all the way through, and they played well. Hawthorn played a great game. Their pressure was good. They were kicking. They just had a great game. They were on from day one, from the minute, and just smashed them. Port didn't play well, but they've stolen the win. So I do feel a bit sorry for the Hawk supporters to lose in the last seconds of the game. But yeah, good on Port for getting the win. It doesn't matter whether you've got 2 minutes left or 1 second left or 5 seconds left. They got the win. So yeah, good on Hawthorn. Hawthorn are going to be good. Hawthorn are going to come a lot quicker than a lot of people think, and be going up the ladder next year after. They'll be back. So they've got the foundation. When you have a look at them, those guys at halftime when they're sitting in the change rooms, they're young. They're so young, that team, and they're going to be a force in the future. So yeah, congratulations to Port. Good on Hawthorn for the win. I thought you were going to win, but unfortunately, no.
Yeah. And I loved your reaction when they scored the goal. Thank you. When they scored the goal, like you're like this. They scored it. The way you reacted, King, was hilarious, man. Like your face, the facial expression was gold. I love it. I always laugh when I watch. I can watch it back like thousands of times and just love it. So,
That was great.
Johnny Carlton, you witnessed I heard you in the call. You were saying, it's over now. They haven't got time. They did, dude. Home Alone, mate. Home Alone. I reckon if Carlton never folded and you became a Port supporter, he'd be one of your favourite players.
Mate, he would be 100%. Apart from Frankie Evans, he would be my favourite player.
Yep.
No, look. I came home and I looked at the clock and I'm like 9 minutes 36 minutes. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna chop out. I'm gonna decide to call the King. So I called the King. I'm like, King, I'm gonna watch the last minutes with you, mate. We'll carry this live. We'll carry this watch along home. And mate, what a watch along did I carry home? Bloody hell! Oh, man. Can you believe? 34 seconds on the clock. A team is losing by 11 points.
11
34
points.
seconds. Right? They kicked the goal with 21 seconds to go. What? I'm going to say at the end. Tap down. Butters to Hall Francis in the midfield. DBJ. Ole, ole, ole. No, mate. His name's not DBJ. It's Home Alone, mate. Home Alone. Oh, mate, the crowd was absolute, mate, there was silence. The crowd was silent, and then the whole Adelaide Oval was just up and about. Kingsford was like, oh, my, all I could do was think about Chris Sam, like, what the hell? And then Chris is at the game going, power! And he's going crazy. Mate.
Dude, you don't understand. It was crazy.
But look, anyways, full credit due. I thought Hawthorn played a really good game. They came out firing, and I didn't watch it as much as I only watched the last 10 minutes, but I heard they were the better team on the day. But as I said earlier in the show, guys, you go into defensive mode a bit too long, and that's what happens. You let teams come into. Port had 14 inside 50s in the last 5.5 minutes, boys. That you can't. You were trying to win the game way too early. You weren't trying to score a goal. You were just trying to waste time, defend the ball, and it cost you with 6 seconds to go. DBJ, mate. Wow. As I said. But look, Chris, I love how you sticked around. I love how you stayed to the final siren. That's what true supporters are. You get to see those. So all those supporters that left, they would be ashamed of themselves because you never leave until the final siren's gone, especially in a close game. But mate, what an ending, and to do it with the King on watch along was a privilege. So no, full credit to the power, and wow, what a last 10 minutes. And to all the Hawthorn supporters, you guys are going to be a very good team. You guys are going to give some teams a run for their money. So dig in, and you guys have a bright future. So yeah.
Also, I want a quick mention as well, McKenty. If it wasn't for him, the ball wouldn't have dropped out for that goal. So I know that you always like, because you want Frankie Evans in there, but he's a good pressure player, man, McKenty. So I understand why Ken wants him in there. He did the job last week on Tom Stewart, and his tackle. I can't remember who he tackled though, but he tackled one of the Hawthorn defenders when he had the ball. The ball dropped out. Everyone called ball, and then opened up DBJ home alone to score the Maradona special, mate. The Messi special, far out.
Mate,
Yeah.
talking about the Euros is right around the corner. DBJ's getting ready for it, mate.
I know,
Oh, yeah.
I know. Do you mean McKenty? We do mean McKenty Brook. How good was he? Like, just in that last night, like, yeah. I mean, look, everything had to go right for us to win that game, and it did. So, look, I knew, I just, you know, when you just know, like, I've been visualizing stuff, us winning and stuff. I know that sounds crazy to some people, but yeah, I just knew. So, unbelievable, and yeah, I won't forget that one anytime soon.
Oh!